Hello lovelies, I'm super excited today because I'm sharing a very new recipe with you guys. This recipe is so yummy that you would not get enough to eat. Trust me on this one.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ada and this channel is called Cooking with Ada. If this is your first time here, probably just scrolling by and you're seeing this video, thank you for being here. As my subscribers, I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for always liking my videos and commenting on my videos. So friends, today I want to share a very interesting and popular Nigerian dish with you, and it's called goat meat stew. However, if you're in Nigeria, don't worry, it's not that kind of goat meat stew that you're used to. Today I'll be sharing a new goat meat stew recipe that I hope you'll enjoy. I love it so much that I want to share it with you. So please stay tuned through to the end of this video to see what kind of goat meat stew recipe I'll be sharing with you, and also what else I would be cooking accompanied by my goat meat stew. Let's quickly run through the ingredients that I'll be using to make this dish. For the ingredients that I'll be using to make our goat meat stew, the first thing we have is our goat meat. I got this goat meat from the African store here. You can tell that this goat meat is fresh. You can always get your goat meat from the market or your local market around you. Then the next step is, the next thing we'll be using is my tomato mix. I have videos showing how I achieved this tomato mix, but I'll just quickly run you through on how I made the tomato mix. I started by roasting my paprika, pepper, tomatoes, onions, garlic and ginger in the oven for about 1 hour, for 40 minutes. Yeah, I roasted it for 40 minutes, and once it was done, I then went ahead to blend it. So that was how I got this tomato paste. Then these are all the seasonings and spices that I'll be using to make my goat meat stew, but not to worry, I will share a detailed description about each and every one of them. Then I'll be using veggies, but not for the goat meat stew. These veggies would be on the side because I want to have a very nutritious meal. This is the rice that we're going to be having with the goat meat stew. I'll be doing egg fried rice to accompany my goat meat stew. We have cooking cream here. I'll be using this cooking cream to make our goat meat stew. So at the end of the day, I will call this dish creamy goat meat stew because this is a new recipe that I'll be adding to make our creamy goat meat stew. So guys, come along, let's cook. So this meat is quite frozen, so I'll just have to allow it to defrost in the pot. The heat from the pot is going to defrost it, so it's okay. So this is garlic, black pepper, mix. So these are all they're all spices that I'm using, so they're natural spices, so it's not harmful. They're all spices. This is a vegetable seasoning that I'll be using as well. Cameroon pepper.
Friends, I'm just gonna leave my meat to boil for a while, or rather cook for a while. Now it's time for me to boil my rice. Before I boil my rice, I like to allow the water heat up, or I bring the water to a boil for about 10 minutes before adding my rice. Now once my rice starts cooking at this point, then I know it's ready to be washed. As a Nigerian, I must wash my rice. So I wash my rice because I'm trying to get rid of the excess starch in the rice, and I don't really like to wash it for too long, but I'm using basmati rice, so I should believe that the starch is less, so I'm not going to wash the rice for a long period of time. If you're watching this video up until now and you're learning something new, please give this video a thumbs up. Hit the subscription button so that you can get a notification anytime I post a new cooking video. This encourages me to make more cooking videos for you. Once I'm done washing my rice and it's time to boil it again, I'll be using vinegar. I'm using vinegar because vinegar will make your rice fluffy, and it will give it a tangy taste that you would enjoy. I would also go in with a 1/4 teaspoon of salt to give it that extra taste, and that's how I do my rice. Once my rice is cooking, I'll start prepping the veggies I'll use for my dish. Look at how I'm cutting my broccoli in a circular motion. That way it's easy to cut, and you're getting all the flour, will I call this flour or bud of the broccoli. So this technique I used to cut the broccoli is very easy, and it should make your broccoli to be whole and get the large flowering head. So it's important that your broccoli doesn't lose shape. I'm still going to cut it into half because this flower head is quite big and I don't want it to be too big. And keep following that circular motion to cut the broccoli flower. I'll be soaking this in hot water with salt and vinegar for 5 minutes. To cut my carrots, this is the technique I'll be using. I'll be cutting my carrot in an oval shape because I want to give my carrot a gourmet look. So I'll be using this carrot alongside the broccoli to make my veggies that will accompany my rice and goat's meat stew, creamy goat's meat stew.
At this point, our goat meat looks good, but I still want it to cook a bit because to make this creamy goat meat stew, the goat meat has to be very soft. And we're also going to be frying this goat meat, so I don't want to have a hard goat meat in my stew. So I'll leave it for another 15 minutes and see.
While I let my goat's meat cook, I just remembered that I had some ripe plantain that I bought from the African store. So for a long time I hadn't eaten plantain, so today I'm gonna be eating fried plantain. I go ahead to prep the spring onions that I'll be using for my egg fried rice. You can see the cutting technique I'm using for the spring onions. I'm sharing this with you so that you do not miss any step and you see how I achieved all the veggies look for my dish. So friends, right now on the menu we have egg fried rice, creamy goat meat stew, veggies on the side, and fried plantain. Like, this meal is gonna be so filling. I cannot wait.
So the meat is well soft now, and it's time to fry it.
To fry my goat meat, I'll be using a pot because I'll be using that same pot to make the goat meat stew. So I will just pour the quantity of oil that I want to use to make the goat meat stew in the pot. Even if it's not so much, at least it's going to be able to fry the meat, and that's because we are reusing the oil. We're reusing the oil because we want to get all the flavor of the goat's meat to be infused in our goat's meat stew. So that's why this oil is very, very important. time to make a goat meat stew. I'll start by going with my chopped onions. Already this oil is very hot, so it is very good that immediately just go with your chopped onions. And I'll go with my tomato mix, and I already explained how I achieved this tomato mix, so I'll give that a good stir and allow it to fry for some time. I'll go with dried bay leaves. If you have fresh bay leaves, you can use that as well. And with the other ingredients that I will be listing out on the screen, so watch carefully to see all the seasonings and spices that I'll be using to make a creamy goat meat stew. So friends, I'm actually measuring by intuition, and so usually you would know the quantity of seasonings that you use for your stew that you make on a regular basis, or the quantity of seasoning you use to cook. So feel free to use any seasoning of your choice that you love to use to cook on a normal day, and you would still achieve the same creamy goat meat stew. So basically you'd have to have your goat meat and your cream, so that's what makes it creamy goat meat. So let's see how everything goes. After allowing your stew to cook for about 15 minutes, it's time to add your cooking cream to make this goat meat stew very creamy. So I go in and I pour all this cooking cream into my stew, and it is turning it to a very, very creamy stew. Like, so creamy, so sumptuous. I cannot wait to taste this. Friends, are you seeing how this is looking already? I know the Nigerianness in me was like, are you sure this tastes good? Trust me, it tastes amazing. I'll add my goat meat just to kill it off, right? The goat meat is gonna infuse into the stew, and the stew will be soaked up by the goat meat as well. Friends, this dish is amazing. So you can see my plantain frying at the side. I'm just so excited about the plantain. Like, imagine plantain with this goat meat stew and rice. Like, this is just the perfect combination. To make my veggies, I start off by just putting it in the same pot that I used to make my goat meat stew, that I used to boil my goat meat rather. So I didn't wash up the pot, I just put the veggies into that same pot. I go in with oil, and then I give it a good stir. So already, because the goat meat flavor is in the pot, so that as well will be absorbed by the vegetables. Then I'll just go with a little bit of goat meat broth. So this would give my vegetable more seasoning and more taste, and I just stir that. And your veggies is ready, so you can just keep stirring for like the next 5 minutes. You don't want to overcook your veggies and make it too soft, and it's ready. Just 5 minutes and it's ready. To make the egg fried rice, I'll start by adding oil in a pan. I'm making this egg fried just in a very simple way. It's not going to be too loaded with seasoning. It's just gonna be mildly seasoned. I start off with frying the egg, and I seasoned this egg with just a pinch of salt. Then I go ahead to scramble the eggs, because you would need the scrambled eggs to be in the egg fried rice or in the rice. Once the egg is well scrambled, I go in with my pre-boiled rice, soy sauce. The soy sauce is going to give it a dark look, but you can skip this soy sauce if you do not have soy sauce, and then my spring onion. So that's all. I'll give this a very good stir, and my egg fried rice is ready. Basically, this egg fried rice just takes your dish to a whole new level, because you're not just doing the regular boiled rice. With this, you're doing something different, something tasty, and you're gonna achieve this look at the end of the day. Guys, look at my plating. Please rate my plating and let me know in the comment section, and see how full and beautiful my dish looks. Of course, we've come to the end of this video. You can see how I'm enjoying my dish. Thank you for watching this video through to the end. Kindly like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Till I see you in my next video. Cheers. Bye.